November 15th, 2016. This is Dustin from Rugby Sevens magazine, and it's time to run. Have you ever ran into those guys that they used to be really in shape, so they have like, all they talk about is the past? Oh dude, I used to be able to lift like 300 pounds. I used to run like 3 miles a day. I ran like 6 miles a day. Oh, when I played football in high school, I was a starting running back and I had like 8 touchdowns in one game. And boy oh boy was I fast. I used to have killer abs, dude. I had like a 17-pack. You should have seen my biceps in high school, man. Like, they were like softballs. My cardio was just unbelievable. Dude, I was big, man. I was big. Like, you haven't even seen big before until you seen me back in 11th grade. I'm not going to say that I was one of those guys to always talk about those kind of things, but I certainly did fall off. And I'm not in as good a shape as I used to be. I did used to run 6 miles a day. I did have killer abs. I don't have killer abs anymore. Muscle memory a little bit, you know, they're kind of hanging in there, but they're about to leave us. And I'm not ready for them to leave. Last night I was like, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to run. It's 10 degrees outside and it's raining a little bit. But I just got to do it. I just got to go for it. And this is requiring nothing but self-discipline. There's not a lot of things that drive me anymore. There is one thing. I love rugby. I love Rugby Sevens. I love Rugby Sevens for a lot of different reasons. And I could probably go on and on in a different blog about why I love Rugby Sevens. But right now, all I know is I love Rugby Sevens, and Rugby Sevens magazine is doing work right now, and it's awesome, and I love covering this game. And I need to stay in shape, so when these social tournaments come up, I can go out and continue to play Rugby Sevens as well. Rugby Sevens magazine, down to the last minute. That was dumb. That was dumb too. Down to the last minute. Yeah. I'm probably in the first 100 meters, and you could feel the body already not knowing what's going on because it's been so long since you did this. But your body can go much further than your brain tells you that it can go. So you just have to push through it and you have to keep going. It's raining and I'm probably not even a quarter of the mile of the way yet, but you know, you just got to keep going. I thought I just recorded something cool, but because it's raining, I literally think a drop of rain hit the sensor, or I just didn't hit it. I don't know. So I don't really get into politics, but I do know one thing. If you're still in the US, you have freedom every single day to get up and run down the street. So go, get up, and run down the street. Make sure you look for cars though, be careful. So along the way, my shoelaces came untied and I pulled out my phone to kind of take a little snapshot of the shoelaces being untied and then say something inspirational to you about how that shouldn't stop me and I should just tie my shoes and I should just keep running. But then my phone died. So Rugby Sevens is so amazing and it really does drive you. You literally cannot make any errors out on that field. There is very little room for error in a Rugby Sevens game. The game is never over. Anything could happen. There could be seconds left on the clock and a team be able to score 2 scores to come back and win the game if you're not careful. I've seen it all across college sports this year in Rugby 7s. I've seen it in Club Rugby 7s. It happens. You literally have no room for error. So I hope that Rugby 7s magazine inspired you today. I just leave you with one question. Maybe you can help me out here. I started this vlog with saying Rugby 7s magazine down to the last minute. But then along the run I'm thinking and I'm like, you know what? It's really down to the last second. It's really down to the last tenth of a second. But either way, down to the last minute, down to the last second, it sounds kind of cool each way. But what do you think? Down to the last second or down to the last minute? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much, guys.